Hello everyone, welcome to Stay Inspired with That's Noble on Television Nigeria. Today I want to talk about making plans for the future. Someone said that if you fail to plan, you're actually planning to fail. The most effective way to start planning for your future is to make great choices today. Today is the opportunity you have available to you to decide the kind of future that you want to have. So the first thing you need to do is decide what sort of future you would like to have. And the next thing that is important for you to do is to find out what you need to do. What is that particular thing that you need to do that will deliver that future that you desire, that you so long for? And then you think about the things that you want to do with your life. Someone asked the questions to say, 5 years from now, where do you want to be? If you can answer that question and then you're saying to me, well, I'm not sure, then it's important that you take the time out to begin to make plans. Let me say this to you, that you can never become what you do not learn. I'm saying that you will never become what you do not learn. If you want to be a medical doctor, then you have to be trained. You want to be a lawyer, you want to be a politician, you want to be good at what you do, you have to spend time to develop yourself. If you want to be a great entrepreneur, you have to be trained. We have a lot of people who want to be superstars, who want to excel at what they do, but they do not necessarily want to go through the process of developing themselves for them to become who they must become. No athlete excels without training hard. Every athlete, you think about boxers, you think about those in athletics, those footballers that you know very well, you find that every single one of them trains very, very, very hard. Someone said this to me many years ago, that you do not jump to 6 feet. You only grow to 6 feet. In other words, it's fantastic to have a beautiful idea. It's fantastic to have beautiful plans and things that you want to do with the rest of your life. But the point is, what are you willing to do to ensure that that future is a possibility? We say this all the time to people, that you can become whatever you set your mind to become. And if you are willing to do whatever is necessary to ensure that that particular future is delivered to you. So are you willing to pay the price that is necessary for the kind of future that you desire? And then you need to begin to learn how to spend time to focus on developing yourself, focus on learning, focus on putting into practice the things that you learn also. Because we find a lot of people who have the tendency to attend all the seminars in this world, read all the books in this world, but when it comes to actually putting those plans into motion, they do not have that desire or that drive or that inspiration. That's why we put this show together, basically to provide you with the necessary inspiration that you need to ensure that you are an action-oriented person. And that's important for you to have. Let's go on a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We're talking about setting plans or making plans for the future. And I've talked about the fact that those who desire a great future must also do well to do whatever is necessary to ensure that that future that they desire is delivered to them. Those who want to be great must pay the price for greatness. It's as simple as that. Those who want to be average will pay the average price and they will get average. And those who want nothing at all would definitely pay no price. And it's important. We always talk about like people who want things, and those, when you ask people, a group of people, what do you want to be? What do you want to do with your life? You find everybody talking about things that they want to do, but there's also those people who necessarily do not have anything that they desire to accomplish with their lives, and so you live a very passive life. So I'm saying to you today that you can become anything in this life that you choose to become. So what you do determines what you really want. It's not what you say. We say that people talk about having great intentions, but it's not the intention that takes you to your destination. It's what you do with the things that you have made up your mind to do. And those are the choices or the actions that will deliver the kind of future that you desire. So the question to you today is, what would you do differently beginning from right now, from today? Today presents us the opportunity. Today is the opportunity for us to begin to decide what sort of future that we have. The year is coming to an end, and then you'll ask yourself, like, what have I achieved? Probably do an evaluation on the things that you've achieved and the things that you've done with your time. At the beginning of every year, people have the tendency to come up with all sorts of New Year resolutions of things that they want to accomplish with their lives, of things that they want to do. But at the end of the day, we're not able to do those particular things. So one of the things that I say to people, you don't have to set very, very extremely high goals that you're not able to meet. But when you set goals that are manageable, when you set goals that you can actually achieve, it gives you the push to begin to set even bigger goals that you want to achieve with your life. So do an evaluation for how far your year has gone and the things that you need to do to ensure that the next year is a lot better. It is always better, I say this and I'll say it again, that it's always better to be prepared and not have an opportunity yet than for you to have an opportunity that you are not prepared for. Let me say that again in case you didn't catch it. It is always better for you to be prepared and not have an opportunity than for you to have an opportunity that you are not prepared for. You say you're a business person, do you have a business plan ready? Are you talking to potential investors? Are you talking to venture capitalists who would invest in your business? Have you made yourself ready for when those opportunities will present themselves? Now we find people when they are thrown in the face of opportunity and they discover that, well, I haven't done my homework. I haven't done the things that I should do with my time in order to prepare for this opportunity. So what I'm saying in closing today is that whatever it is that you desire to accomplish with your life, make up your mind, define what that is, and also define what it will take for you to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish, and devote yourself to it, commit yourself to it, be dedicated to that particular plan. Follow a plan, set up a plan and stick to it, and devote yourself to trying to accomplish that particular plan. Don't go away. I have a phenomenal guest with me in the studio today. I'll be introducing her as we proceed. Don't go away. Stay with us. Okay, welcome back. You're watching Stay Inspired with That's Noble on Television Nigeria. I have a phenomenal guest in the studio with me. Today, Ms. Belinda Uezofor is a lawyer. She is a career consultant. She is currently running her MBA program in Human Resource Management at the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Kaduna, to further improve her career consulting abilities. She is the CEO and founder of Belans Consult Limited, a company set up to provide effective solutions to career-related problems globally. Barrister Belinda, welcome to Stay Inspired with That's Noble on Television Nigeria. It's so wonderful to have you on the show today.
Thank you very much.
Okay. There's a question I usually would ask every guest who comes on this show, even before we talk about anything. The question is, how do you stay inspired?
I wake up every day to my dreams.
Wow.
Every day to my vision.
That you have to explain. You wake up every day to your dreams, okay?
Yes, I picture myself impacting so much in developing career globally.
Okay.
And I started small,
Okay.
but the dreams are bigger than I am, a lot bigger.
Okay.
So even when I'm down and discouraged, I wake up knowing that nobody else is going to do this for me. And for me to get there, to where I see myself, I have to work.
Wow.
So I wake up every day to see that person I want to be. And to get to that place or to be that person, I have to work.
Wow, that's fantastic. So we can agree that you are an inspired person and that you consistently challenge yourself to be better. That's fantastic. So tell us about some of the things that you're involved in doing. I know you're involved in training. You're a lawyer. There's so many things. I'll just let you talk about some of those things that you're involved in.
Okay, firstly, like you said, I am a lawyer.
Okay.
And I love the profession any day, anytime.
Okay.
Nevertheless, I have passion and talent in speaking, in coaching.
Okay.
And I decided to take that up as a career, take that up as a profession.
Okay.
Yes. So what we do, we have a company, or I have a company, I started a company.
Okay.
The company is called Belans Consult Limited.
Okay.
Basically, it's a career consulting company. And I get questions like, what do you guys do?
Exactly, I was going to get to that, but what do
Exactly.
you do?
So they said, is it like a human resource company? And I said, well, yes. But unlike other human resource organizations, we deal with all kinds of people.
Okay.
Our major problem is to provide career-related solutions to career problems globally. And how do we intend to do this? We have seen that a lot of times people in the world just dabble into all sorts of profession as a result of peer pressure, family pressure, confusion, and what have you. And in the long run, there's no fulfillment, both from the employer, the individual, the employee, and what have you. And a lot of things are going wrong. That's when people start to commit crime. That's when people are frustrated. That's what causes depression.
Yeah.
And this thing starts from the foundation, from when people are in secondary schools, primary schools, when these basic decisions are being made. So what does BLANS do? BLANS comes in contact with secondary schools firstly. We have these mentorship sessions, career mentorship sessions with these students, and explain to their parents as well that these children should be given an opportunity. Let's see what this child loves to do. So that at the end of the day, it's not just a child coming out of the university frustrated and looking for any kind of job, and we're still lacking behind. So we want to make sure that children know exactly what they should do and go into university and study that.
Fantastic. So basically it's beyond just advising people
Absolutely.
with careers to,
Absolutely.
it's about nation building as well.
Yes, absolutely.
That's fantastic.
Yes, and human development and what have you. So we also have older people who come to consult us and they're facing challenges. You can see like a bank manager walk up and say, I don't really have passion for what I'm doing. I'm frustrated. So this isn't about being well paid. This person is just like, this is not what I want to do.
No fulfillment.
What do you want to do? And the person doesn't even know. So my job, or what we do at BLANS, is to make sure that we begin to trace what is it that you can do. And trust me, this is a lot of work. It requires a lot of psychology. It requires a lot of information. It requires a lot of time and patience, because some people absolutely have no idea what they want to do. So I was giving you an instance with the bank manager. A bank manager can walk up to and say, oh, I don't know, this is not what I really want to be doing. And you say, how come? You're earning so much. You have everything to use at your disposal. What's the problem? You say, I don't know, but I don't look forward to working every day. So these people, anybody can be our client. Anybody who really doesn't know what the person should be doing to earn a living, who isn't happy about what they're doing to earn a living. So these are my clients.
Awesome. Fantastic. Great job you're doing, by the way. So I'm going to ask you a question. You've been able to convert your passion into something that brings you some form of revenue.
Absolutely.
Okay, so someone listening to you and saying, well, I have something that I'm passionate about. You're a lawyer, you're also passionate about public speaking, and basically providing some form of guidance to people to help them in their decision-making process. And that's good. So how would you say, what is your advice to like a people or a person who says, well, I'm passionate about something, how do I convert my passion into profit?
Well, you see, I always say, there's this slogan that I have, and I say, money chases passion, not the other way around.
Okay.
And
money chases
absolutely,
passion.
Money chases passion.
Okay.
And in a presentation I did in Loring, I had this inspiration, and I realized that your passion is the only thing that will give you three things, maybe not at the same time, but at the end. It'll give you fortune, it'll give you fame, it'll give you fulfillment.
Wow.
Fame,
fortune,
fulfillment. These three F's are the only thing you can get from passion, and that's what everybody's looking for. So it's just a matter of time. You have to be decisive. This is what I want. That's the first thing. You need to be sure. The problem is when people are not sure. When it's like, I think I have a special interest in arts, then tomorrow you're confused.
So let me just jump in here.
Okay.
So how can a person be sure? I get these questions a lot. Like someone says, well, you talk about being passionate or expressing your passion, but I don't know what I'm passionate about. So how would you say a person should be sure, or how would they know?
I get that question a lot too. And the first thing I tell people is that passion can be traced.
Passion can be traced.
Passion must be traced.
Okay.
It must be traced back to childhood. If that thing you think you're passionate about is not traceable to your childhood, then you should look at it again.
Okay.
I'll give you an instance. When I was growing up, everybody used to say, you speak so well, you speak higher than your contemporaries. You explain things, you simplify things a lot. To me, it meant nothing. I was just having fun doing it. Now, your passion, other people must see it.
Sure.
So if you're not sure, go back to family, go back to friends. If you're not sure, go back to school, go and ask questions. Ask people, what is that thing that when I do so well? And I try to explain to people that we always think it must be something big, in quotes. No, it can be the most minute thing.
Yeah.
It must be as little as a smile. And you're wondering, how can that be what I'm passionate about?
Okay.
And it must be traceable. It must be something that you look out for another person doing. Oh, for instance, when I hear people speaking and talking publicly, I'm so excited. I don't even want to eat the whole day. I'm just listening and I'm in awe of what the next person is doing. So it's something that is traceable.
Sure.
It's something that you must look up to somebody else doing. It's something that when you are in it, whether there is money or there is no money, you're happy doing it. So you ask yourself, what is that thing that if I don't get money for the next 1 year doing, I'm still ready to be doing it?
Wonderful, wonderful. On that note, let's go on a quick break, and then when we return, we're still with Barrister Belinda Ezofor. She's basically just sharing her story with us and how inspirational the things that she's been involved in doing has been thus far. Don't go away, stay with us. Okay, if you're just joining us, you're watching Stay Inspired with That's in Obo on Television Nigeria. I'm in the studio with Barrister Belinda Ezofor, and she's been just basically sharing with us some of the phenomenal things that she's been involved in doing. Barrister, thank you so much also for sharing part of your story and some of the things that you've been doing. Now, I want to ask you about like women who are into entrepreneurship. Someone said something to me lately, like, not everybody should be entrepreneurs, but everybody should have an entrepreneurial mindset. So what advice would you give to women out there who want to go into entrepreneurship but don't know how to start?
Okay, the first thing I'll say is I always like some quotes and slogans. The best way to start is to start.
The best way to start is to start. Okay.
There's no formula, there's no particular thing you need to do, but to just start. And when you start, the picture gets clearer in the process. So don't wait until you have everything. Don't wait until you have all the money. Don't wait until you have all the ideas. Just start. When you start, the money will come, the ideas will keep getting better, the business models will come, everything will come. Okay. Just start. Okay. Now I will advise women particularly that we should keep striving. It's not easy. Women are, well, I'll say